Well, that was a fucking lie. I wanted to make another video. Well, I wanted to make a video to address something that has been going on for quite a while now. But that thing is, in the last video, I said I would be making a video every Saturday or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really care. I didn't, if you paid any attention to my channel, because the last video, that video was made in December. And yeah, since I haven't done anything on my channel, that's about it. And I wanted to, first of all, explain why. Because I would like to make more Civ 6 videos. I mean, it's a wonderful game, and I actually made the second episode of the tutorial, and it went terrible. I mean, the video was alright. I mean, no, not the video, the gameplay, it was alright. I think I explained a lot more. But the problem came when I checked the footage and realized that everything was 4 frames per second. That's not a very enjoyable video. I mean, right? But anyway, that's when I realized that my laptop, which I used for everything, is not good enough to play a game and record it at the same time. Especially with a game that keeps getting bigger and bigger every time you play it, like Civ 6. Like, my laptop lags a lot with a lot of games when you get to the late stage. And yeah, that's why every single gameplay I try to record is 4 frames per second. You can't do shit with that. So, instead, I moved towards a different direction. I improvised, I adapted, and now I'm trying to overcome. I realized that I can't do any gaming videos, so I have to do something else that I still really enjoy, because if I don't enjoy what I'm doing, then it's not gonna go anywhere. So I thought to myself, what are things I like to do? And, well, what came from that was I like to talk about problems. I like to talk about questions, philosophy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't really know what to call it myself. Anyway, I talk about random shit with my friends that have deeper meanings. And I like to do that, and my friends like to do that. And I thought, why not put that to good use? And that's when it came to me, I can make a podcast. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am actually currently trying to make a podcast where we talk about random stuff, sometimes as a joke, other times as a real serious talk. And the name for this, it's called PETA. But not PETA. PETA. But why PETA? Well, because it stands for Pure Idiots Talk About. And I feel like that summarizes us teens pretty well. We're idiots, but we can still talk about real life problems because it's fun. But yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be called PETA, but there's gonna be 2 versions. We have a normal version, just PETA, where we talk about random shit, and a more serious version called PETA Pill, which stands for Pure Idiots Talk About All the Problems in Life. Because why the fuck not? And the whole point of this is supposed to be that we're all gonna be open and honest, talk about our opinions on real life matters, and we want to talk about the things we care about, because most of my friends, they have history with certain topics, and that's why I think that just a lot of friends to come together and talk about it, it's a lot of different opinions, and we can discuss real life problems like fucking adults. I thought that would be fun to do, so I decided, boom, I'm gonna try to do that. Now let's see where it goes. So we're gonna talk like teens, which means that we're gonna try to make everything relatable, try to see if people can agree and understand where we're coming from. Now we thought, or I thought that most people don't realize the problems that are around us, that we go through on a daily basis. And I thought the main reason no one's doing anything about that is because we don't pay attention to it. We've learned to avoid it. And I thought that if us teens, just a group of friends, if we decide, let's talk about this, Good Mythical Morning style, let's just talk about it, and then people might just stop and pay attention to what their history is with our topics and our, like, what we're talking about, their problems, what they care about. They will stop, they will think, and be like, hey, I can actually do something about this. That's the whole point. I want to try and see if I can initiate change, progress. People that are actually able to do something about the problem, realizing that they can do something about the problem. And that's where I kind of want to go. I want to see if we can come up with solutions for real life problems, even though we're fucking teens. So, let's meet the cast. And by meeting the cast, I of course mean meeting my secretary hosting bitch, purple floating marshmallow. Hello there.
Hi. Also known as Maggie for a couple of people that will probably join in on this.
Yes, quite. Maggie. Or Margaret Thatcher. That works too.
Anything in that general direction, pretty much.
Wonderful. Okay. And yes, I heard you are Australian. Am I correct?
Yes, I am indeed, which will cause for a lot of inside jokes, such as "Oi, prisoner, how you doing?" and stuff like that.
Yes, you are quite my prisoner. That is why also the secretary.
Yeah. You have enough right to be able to kick you out of it, though. So,
Right. Yeah. So let's keep things calm and make sure the prisoner doesn't go out of control.
Yeah. Well, I did go to prison for a reason, you know.
Wait, what the oh yeah. I mean, fair enough. Tell me, what did your family do?
I think it was take control of all podcasts and kick out all of the British until they found out that they could regain control by turning us into a prison.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wonder how many people know that Australia was actually just a testing ground in the 1700s for people trying to do podcasts, and then they realized that the Australians had too much power, and then they turned it into a prison.
Guess not so many, but now they do, so...
Yeah. I'm hearing some sneezing.
Yeah, that's a good old family member in the background.
Ah. Yeah, that's the reason she's not in this podcast.
Yeah.
Also in my podcast are my 4 awesome other bots. Yes. We have the anime assistant who just, does shit for me because I'm a lazy fuck. We have DJ Meme Meister who gives us awesome music. We have Super Slav who is just kind of there. I don't really know why I have her. And the wise one, the one that sends us all the memes. And currently we are joined by DJ Meme Meister and the Super Slav to play, hold on, I got this. Yes. 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 Fuck yes. This is basically the role of DJ Meme Meister. Just play Kalinka for an hour.